Hey everyone, my name is Huzaifa and welcome to my 13 video character design course. The primary goal of this series is to help you establish some drawing fundamentals while breaking some unwanted barriers. We're going to achieve this while creating some sweet characters in the process. Each video will be uploaded every week and there will be something new and exciting to learn every step of the way. If you are a beginner or wanting to draw as a hobby or a profession, then this is for you. I've been drawing consistently for about 8 years, graduating with an illustration degree, and been doing a lot of freelance work for many corporate and startup companies since then. I've been also experimenting when it comes to my personal work. Over the years, I've tried and practiced new things that would help me become a better artist. I remember when I first started drawing 8 years back, stick figures was a very big challenge, and now not so much. I had this problem in the past that some of you might be facing right now. You might have a fantastic idea for a product, a great marketing pitch, a cool comic or story in your head, or a design for an app, but when you draw it out, it wasn't exactly what you had in mind. We're going to be tackling this obstacle. In this series, I'm going to be using a drawing tablet as the connection with my computer helps me record these videos. If you do not have a tablet, that's okay. All you need is a pencil and a piece of paper. That's all you really need to get started. I am also working on a standard 8.5 by 11 document size and not using any fancy brushes, just a simple round brush. For this course, you will not need to know any anatomy knowledge, though having some is always good to know. I also want to say that this series will not focus on making you an amazing artist, but to give you some tools to help you communicate the amazing ideas in your head. For character design, we're going to be exploring lots of different ideas, but relative to each other, such as line and shape design, hands, facial features, proportions, posing, personality, and a lot more. We'll also be discussing the design of character design. Let's get started. The first big idea we're going to tackle is line design. Line design is the foundation of every drawing and design. It is your starting place. It exists in every piece of art known to man. When you think of line, you may think of horizontal or vertical lines by nature. In truth, lines come in many varieties: diagonal lines, curvy lines, bumpy lines, zigzag lines, bold lines. The way I see it, lines are information on a page. They can convey very specific things. For instance, a vertical or horizontal line is very rigid or strong because of how straight it is. A curved line can indicate a sense of looseness, bending, movement, or perhaps even weakness. A line that travels confidently from one end to another can illustrate direction. Lines by itself can express personality when used correctly. Here I'm drawing a face using only lines to construct an outline for the overall facial structure. The purpose of this drawing and the following demo is to showcase how lines can be used to achieve different things. Lines, like human beings, have relationships with one another. They can work together to communicate bigger ideas. For instance, I struggled a bit in the cheekbone area by darkening the underside, but then decided to make a curved parallel line above the cheekbone's outline, which helped create a suggestion of an edge. For the hair, I only used one line which was being dragged back and forth to create a texture that reads as hair. Quick and easy. For this second demo, I thought of doing some landscapes to further push the concept of lines being able to convey different things. For this first one, I went for a traditional scenic landscape, using very organic curved lines and creating a sense of flow. I also added a tree because I love trees, but it also creates some visual interest. I also increased my brush size and filled the mountains in the background to create a sense of distance. It also breaks the foreground and makes the lines easier to read for you all. For the second landscape, I wanted to go more industrial and include buildings in it. I stick to using horizontal, vertical, and diagonal lines, and breaking it up with some organic lines to keep the image slightly interesting. For some reason, I was also thinking of Mordor from Lord of the Rings, so I decided to create some buildings afar and use a single line to shade it all in to indicate it's in the distance. Using my lines purposefully, I managed to create two landscapes that are completely different from one another. Practicing lines routinely will help you become a better draftsman and understand the relationship between lines. By drawing it out, you will see mistakes that you might make without realizing if you were to just jump straight into making art. A great way which I practice lines is by creating a box or multiple boxes on a single page. It helps me break the blank page into segments, allowing me to focus on those areas. I then proceed to just draw lines. Sometimes I create patterns, textures, shapes, and other bizarre nonsense. The goal of this exercise, however, is to identify those relationships and make those mistakes. You get to figure out what works and what does not. Once you have a base on what to look upon, you can set yourself to improve from there. As you can see, I'm writing down some notes for things that I would like to work on for the next box. This works for me as I can narrow my path on improving something specific. Also, I'm pretty forgetful. I also believe that knowing your mistakes is half the battle, but knowing what to improve upon is the important other half. As an artist, you get to decide what you like to improve upon. In box 4, I revisited some ideas from box 1 and pushed the idea of overlapping and darker areas. I also started out in the center of the box rather than the corner. Going back to lines being information, having too much information can also be a bad thing. Too many lines can break unity and definition of shapes. You can see a better example of this in box 5. For box 6, I decided to take everything I learned and make something different from all the other boxes. I even used color. Give this exercise a try, and remember to learn and make mistakes. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.